Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is!
Between Excelsior FC and Brooklyn City FC. Both teams hungry for their first win of the season if they're looking to be one of those 2 teams from the Northeast Division to grab a playoff spot and challenge for the League for Clubs championship. BCFC last time out, 3-1 loss to Met Oval. Not the start that they were looking for, but still a well-spirited performance, and they look to improve on it against an Excelsior team that drew 0-0 against Sousa FC last time out. So no goals conceded, but no goals scored for them. And they'll look to improve offensively today. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Kickoff coming up next. Stay tuned. Both sides taking the pitch. Brooklyn City FC in the teal blue, matching the weather tonight. Looking like they're kicking from left to right, and Excelsior in the gray and blue specs, kicking from right to left. Harry Thompson with the clean sheet last time out against Sousa. That was away in Long Island. They go away again here to play against Brooklyn City at Brooklyn College. It might not be the nicest of nights, but it is the best of games in the League for Clubs Northeast Division. Both sides finish their handshakes and get in their huddles. It's the second of 10 games to be played in the League 4 Clubs East Division. 8 of them being played against northern opponents, and this is one of those games. Both teams looking for their first win of the season, and that win would, for the moment, take them right on the edge of a playoff spot. Early days, of course, but 3 points in the second game count just as much as they do in the 10th. Excelsior still looking for their first goal of the season, though Harry Thompson was able to keep everything shot at him out last time. They can hope that he repeats that in the rain at Brooklyn College. As both sides are ready, and Javier Campos gets us underway for Brooklyn City FC, whose game was much more high scoring last time out against Medovo. They lost 3-1. Medovo always a tough opponent to play against. And driving right away is Salik Dahi, and he's got a shooting opportunity already. He was deflected and hit the outside of the post. Great chance for Brooklyn City FC to already threaten Excelsior's perfect scoreless opening to the season. And it was Salik Dahi, central defensive midfielder, driving through the middle. There'll be a corner for Brooklyn City FC just 30 seconds in. Flicked the outside of the post off the deflection. It was Harvey Skreck who came over as it's swung in. It's a good delivery too, and it's headed down, and Dahi with another shooting opportunity. 2 looks for him inside of a minute, as Brooklyn City are applying the pressure early on. Now Excelsior touched the ball for the first time. With Broca. And now Ollie Gordon in the middle. Long ball right away, looking for Preditas, who makes the run forwards. He's got some space too. Preditas' ball in, wants a handball. Not going to get it from the official, but he's going to get a corner. Big shouts right away from Excelsior, as they shout at every single referee on the pitch, looking to get the decision. They'll have to settle for a corner. An action straight from the off. Brooklyn College. An in-swinger from Sebastian Valdez. A lot of Excelsior players in the middle. Valdez's ball is headed up and away for another corner, this time from the other side. In their 4-4-2 today, Excelsior with Dan Isaac and Christians Preditas up top, and a big chance for him early on. Luciano Larea came short. They've got 2 men behind the ball at the moment. Looks like it will be Larea to fire another in-swinger for BCFC, or Excelsior rather. His ball is cleared away by the opening man, sent back in, and this time sent further out. And Javier Campos not able to keep it in play. So Harvey Skreck will throw down the line for Excelsior and get them further up the pitch. Skreck looking for Isaac, who's on the turn here. Dan Isaac trying to flick it forwards towards Preditas, who got a touch into the middle. It's the opening goal. Flag stays down, and Excelsior score within 3.5 minutes. It looked like BCFC were pressing to get on the score sheet right away, but at the other end, first real chance of the game for Excelsior, and they score their first goal of the season. All made by Dan Isaac and Christians Preditas. And I think the finishing touch was supplied by Sebastian Valdez, who scores his first and Excelsior's first of the season. And they're off and running in the League 4 Club's NorthEast campaign. Brooklyn City FC looking for a flag that never came. Their early woes continue. Sebastian Valdez, the one with the final touch. The right winger receiving the perfectly played ball across from Christian Sprididis. As Freck gets a head on it at the other end. Sprididis checked in, won it back. And Valdez, the goal scorer, on it for Excelsior. Referee gonna stop play here. It's a Brooklyn City FC player down on the wet turf. So tomorrow night, as the rain appears to continue, so does game and frame action. Staten Island Monarchs take on FC Motown. That's at 6 p.m. in the USL Metro Division. And also tomorrow night at 7:30, the UCFC Warriors take on Kensington SC in the UPSL American South. Drop ball for Excelsior to get things back underway. As Roca sends it across, missed by a couple of BCFC defenders. They're struggling with the ball skidding on the wet surface, moving a lot faster than it would on a normal day. Are able to clear the danger for now, and Roca can go the other way. It's McHale. A lot of men forwards again for BCFC. Valdez on the turn. Got a man down the right-hand side, but the flag is up. Gianluca Rizzo. One of the two fullbacks that love to drive forwards for Excelsior. Sent straight into Valdez, who seems to be everywhere at the moment for Excelsior. Here's Aiden Coffey, who could do nothing about the tap in early on. Headed down into path of Isaac. Try to get it forwards for Valdez, and he'll go again, Dan Isaac. Good defending, though, from Brooklyn City FC. More specifically, Salik Dahi, who had the early chance that he'll be ruining right now after Excelsior went the other way and scored. Here's Loray on the left-hand side. Got Skrek behind him, and he'll recycle for Excelsior. Harvey Skrek with a lot of the ball. Fired forwards into the path of Prigidis, and BCFC let it bounce. Eventually got a head on it, and that'll be a high kick against Christian Prigidis, but he's looking very dangerous early on. It's Nico Serena. We'll get things back underway, and here's Skradiuk. Spreads it out to St. Louis. And Excelsior win another midfield battle. Since that early chance for Salik Dahi, it has been all gray and dark blue. It's a ball on the left-hand side. Harvey Skrek. Good touchdown. He's got Lorea making a run on his left side. Good chance for Lorea. Good ball in two, and Valdez for his second. Just missed the target, firing it over the goal, and Excelsior with the fullbacks coming forwards look really, really dangerous. A couple of big chances to double their advantage. Great ball in from Harvey Skrek. Looked like two BCFC players could have put it into the net. But Valdez with a great touchdown, just couldn't get on over the volley for his double. It's looking dangerous for Brooklyn City FC as Excelsior win it back again. Valdez, the crossing opportunity. He'll go back, rather. Here's Gordon. And now Rizzo. Gordon with a man on. Good tracking back from Campos, but Excelsior retained possession. Skrek again. He's got Prigidis making a run to his left. He'll go on Skrek instead, and now the ball can be spread out left-hand side for Prigidis. He's one-on-one with his man at the moment. And fire a ball in that was deflected and easily cleared away by Alu and Dai in midfield. And looking to go the other way is Tom Mendez. Goes over and wins his side a free kick. Serena. Thanks for the check of Ndai. He just got it wrong. Going the other way is Gordon. Good opportunity for Gordon. Good ball too, but A, the flag was up, and B, Aiden Coffey was quick to it. Referee will play an advantage. Excelsior looking like they're winning every midfield battle at the moment. There's another one with Harvey Skreck. Turning is Garvey. Play it back to Braca. Nicola Braca across to Dan McHale. And Valdez, the goal scorer, on it again. Trying to spread it out wide to Larea. Will come to Larea, but flag goes up against him. Here's Coffey to start things off for Brooklyn City FC. Just over 10 minutes gone. Excelsior with a 1-0 lead, and that's not a ball that Ndai want played to him in the midfield. Here's Larea rolling it through. Good tackle. Might come back to Larea. It's cleared not very far away. And battle forward in the midfield, and a free kick for Excelsior. Foul committed by Tom Mendez. Play back underway quickly. And McHale spreading it for Bracco, and now Harvey Skreck. Cutting in on his left and spreading it out wide for McHale. McHale to Rizzo. And Rizzo forwards for Valdez. Good looking opportunity again for Excelsior. Good ball in towards the back post. Larea flags up again. And Excelsior, if they were playing without the offsides rule, would probably be 4-0 up in the moment. It's too fast for their own boots. And Brooklyn City living on the edge of their toes. As Valdez wins it back again. Spread across for Bracco. And now Skreck. Array is making the run. Skreck found none other than Serena, and BCFC can look to go the other way and finally enter Excelsior's half for the first time since the first minute. It's Jorge Pinel. Gonna look for Campos, who's cornered at the moment. He's able to get a ball off an Excelsior defender and win a much-needed corner for BCFC. Take the sting out of the game. Tom Mendez comes over to take. Late runners from BCFC into the middle. Mendez's ball is deep, and the header was from Excelsior. It's sent back in and easily away by Bracco. Sent all the way back by BCFC. It's a dangerous ball, and it's tough work. Dealt with well enough from a BCFC perspective. And here's McHale. McHale's ball looking for the run of Dan Isaac. The two strikers both looking to run in behind, just on opposite sides. And Valdez looked to run it back again, but saw he can go the other way in his ball for Campos. They weren't on the same page. Harry Thompson will set things up for Excelsior. Checking in was Dan Isaac, and further forwards is Larea. Just got stuck under his feet, and it went out for a BCFC throw-in. Bracco to his goalkeeper, or Serena rather. And here's Kradiuk. Go up for an Excelsior throw-in. Both teams having trouble getting the wet ball back into play. And who can blame them? Here's Valdez, the goal scorer. Now McHale. Spread across by Gordon and a lot of space for Broca. Excelsior doing a good job at switching the play. And they do so again. Broca, a lot of space. Skrek on his left. Plays a great ball to Harvey Skrek, and a good touch too. Chance to get it into the middle. Not a bad ball towards Valdez. Roll all the way through to Rizzo. BCFC now back in numbers. Rizzo's got Valdez further forwards. Valdez trying to take it onto his right, and he'll win his side a corner. Excelsior load the box with 8 every set piece they have. As Valdez delivers another good ball, and this one's in the back of the net. Headed in by Dan Isaac at the back post, and Valdez with a goal and an assist gets things started at Brooklyn College for Excelsior. And it's been coming in the past 15 or so minutes. 2 goals early on, leaving BCFC with nowhere to hide. Great ball in from Sebastian Valdez, but how does Dan Isaac get that open? Right in the middle with a free header on goal. Nothing Aiden Coffey could do about it. And Brooklyn City will have to climb a rainy mountain to get back into this one. First to every second ball at the moment, Excelsior. As Rizzo will throw in. Sent forwards towards Campos. He's got no one with him up there. And that ball went out for a Brooklyn City FC throw-in. Taken by St. Louis. Ball sent across as both strikers were chasing after it. And it was Dan Isaac who could pick things back up and win a free kick in a good area for Excelsior. Needless challenge in his back from Salik Dahi. In the first minute, 2 good chances for Salik Dahi and Brooklyn City FC. Looked like this game would be taking a lot different of a trajectory than it's on right now. Ball back in by Valdez, looking for the same man. Flag stayed down against Dan Isaac, but he wasn't able to get the shot off. And that was Preditas, rather. Good defending on the left-hand side from the skipper, rather. Gianluca Rizzo will go back to his right back position. Here's McHale. Man on his back, does well to evade him. Coffey quick off his line. Both strikers seem to be a couple seconds ahead of each center back, and they've been offside a couple times, but they've been in behind a couple of times too. Excelsior winning it back in the middle. Great touch and good ball forwards too. Flag stays down at the moment against Preditas. He's got his striking partner Dan Isaac in the middle. Now the flag does go up. A little bit late. And it'll be a BCFC free kick. The rain finally seems to be calming down. Brooklyn College, and that's the only bit of good news that BCFC can take right now. Great touch forwards, though, by Ndai, and a great tackle, or not a great tackle, with the studs showing, and referee's going to languish the first yellow card of the evening for Nicola Broca, who came in, won the ball, but also got his studs on BCFC's Jorge Pinel. who is going to need helping up, or rather, Salik Dahi, who's had the most of the ball for the team in black and teal. And he looks like he's able to get to his feet. We are back underway. The right-hand side, it's Joaquin Franco. Went through someone's legs. Couldn't beat the second man. Excelsior able to clear. Serena chases after it. St. Louis on his left. Good strength from St. Louis. Good skill, too. Good chance for BCFC with Sahi. They've got numbers here. Sahi turns back, goes over. No free kick given by the referee, and Adai lost it. Now Excelsior on the break. Driving forwards is Preditas, who's got two men with him. When he's got the pace ahead of them, Preditas cuts in, and no one there in time to help. As Aiden Coffey was first to the ball, and Dai can go the other way. He's got Turashoev with him, as well as Joaquin Franco, who sends a ball forwards looking for Campos, and it'll skid right into the grateful arms of Harry Thompson. Turning is Gordon. Here's Krek. Ball up. Looks like it's got to be an offside flag here. And there is. Against Preditas. As Tradiuk sends it across for his center back partner, Serena. Franco making a run forwards, and Turashoev replacing him. He's got a ball out for Campos. Good touchdown from Campos. Taking on a center back on a yellow card, but Broca does well this time. BCFC throw-in. Franco into Turashoev. Good ball from Franco. It was Mendez turning and winning his side, a free kick in a good area. BCFC look to have weathered the storm the past couple of minutes, but they'll need to put up numbers for themselves to get back into this game. Still early times, of course. All in, headed not so far away, but then cleared well far away by Valdez, and Valdez is onto it again and wins the throw-in. Checking in was McHale. Valdez driving forwards again. Was pulled back and fouled by Tom Mendez. Valdez into Tieran Garvey. Now Bracco. Larea. Just out of the reach of Preditas. And Excelsior will recover. Here's this ball towards McHale, who was checking in. Couldn't find him, and Bracco crashes in again. The enforcing center half sends the ball over the fence, and we'll need another. As Brooklyn City FC ready a double substitution. Just under 25 minutes into the game. Number 9, Jasper Earhart, looking to pose a different threat in the front three for BCFC. Here's Franco. Looking for the touch of Campos, but no one there to receive it. And the foul on the back of an Excelsior player. Committed by Nico Serena, who's checked into midfield after Chris Muller-a-day kick comes on for BCFC. Here's Bracco. And Ray all the way back to Bracco. Gordon spreads it out wide. Valdez, good touch from him. To be able to control everything, even on this wet surface. Gordon. Sahi on his back. Gordon did well enough to evade the BCFC press and send it all the way back to Harry Thompson. Ball out wide for Larea, flag down. Great opportunity for Luciano Larea. He's got the two strikers in the middle. He's in on his right foot, and he still goes. BCFC do well to stonewall him. Sahi the other way. Campos just couldn't control it. That long switch. Definitely testing the Brooklyn City back line. Checking in is Larea. He's posed a big threat on the wing. And Garvey. Larea going on to his right and trip in the back. Underway quickly. Oliver Gordon. Garvey lets it run. Touch forwards by Valdez. Might not have been what he intended, but worked out. Rizzo using Valdez as a decoy. Pulling it back for Garvey. No free kick given by the referee, and it's smacked out of the stadium almost by the center half, Dan McHale. Headed up by Ndai. And furthermore, into the path of Garvey towards Valdez, headed back towards his own goal dangerously by Jasper Earhart. And ball will eventually find its way back to Harry Thompson. He's got the press of Campos. She does well to evade. Valdez on the turn. He's got Larea on the left-hand side over the middle. Two Excelsior players breaking forwards, but a great touch from the substitute, Muller-Adelis. Stop that ball from getting forwards. BCFC will settle for a throw-in. Flicked on by Earhart. And he gets the return. Jasper Earhart loses out. And Freck can catch up to the ball and recycle it for Excelsior. Nikola Broca. Freck. Ball's out of play. Excelsior with a lot higher of a press than their opponents. They force a long clearance from Coffey. Headed forwards by Garvey and over the head of Marvadelius. Here's Preditas. Good defending and a dangerous pack pass with the ball skidding on the turf. Now it's given away to Valdez. Excelsior's press causing BCFC a lot of problems. Valdez to Garvey and now Rizzo. Great ball to switch the play to Bracco, who got his ball to Skrek wrong. And Dai will spread it out wide for Kamari St. Louis. And Dai gets his return. Looking for Campos, who cannot catch up to the long ball. Under 15 minutes left to play in the first 45. Campos turning the other way, firing a shot towards goal. Wide of Aiden Coffey's net. They stopped for a moment. Just an apology for those listening. It's Aiden Coffey in goal for Excelsior and Harry Thompson in goal for BCFC. So Coffey will get his men forwards. He's the one who hasn't conceded a goal yet this season. And he'll go long for the first time to get Excelsior up the pitch. Winning it was Ndai, and Campos kicked it into him. The other way was Gordon. And Skrek back to Bracco. One back by Earhart. Lost out to Valdez, who was tracking back. Poor clearance, though. And Serena couldn't make the most of it. Be an Excelsior throw-in. Thrown in by Rizzo. A wet ball, proving very hard for both sides to throw in. And a free kick will be a lot easier for Excelsior to get the ball where they want it. Ball left-hand side, Larea. Flag stays down. Great touch from Larea. Now the flag does go up. He's looking right across the line. There's no excuses for Luciana. Larea to be offside there. He'll argue with the linesman. He does have a lot of space on the left-hand side and a couple of good opportunities for him. CFC need to take it into account. What a touch forwards that is from Dan McHale. He's got Preditas on his right. Preditas with two men in the middle at the moment. A couple of step overs onto his left foot. Preditas! Good save by Harry Thompson. First real save that he's had to make. That's great work from Christians. Preditas trying to get his name on the score sheet for the first time this season. To settle for a corner after a great two palms from Harry Thompson. Swung in from the right-hand side. Another big opportunity for Excelsior. BCFC not exactly able to clear their lines from dangerous gray set pieces, but they can break the other way with Ndai, and his ball forwards is just too far. And not a great header away there either. Garvey, he's got Preditas on his right. It's Christian's Preditas. It's 3-0. And it's not Preditas, it's Dan Isaac at the double. And right now, Excelsior just piling it on, and BCFC not able to deal with it. 3-0 inside 35 minutes. Another great win in the midfield by Tiernan Garvey. And it's been all gray and blue in this first half. Another great finish that Harry Thompson could do nothing about. Great save just moments ago. That one nestles right in his bottom right corner. And it does appear to be really deflated from a teal perspective at Brooklyn College. They'll win a free kick. The only side in the League for Clubs Northeast Division without a point as of yet. Early days, of course. Not that many games are played. Great touches forwards. Preditas on the turn. Preditas forwards. Valdez could be in. Harry Thompson quick off his line to make sure that doesn't happen. Can't exactly say that Harry Thompson stepped a foot wrong, even though he's got scored on 3 times in 35 minutes. Nothing he can do about any of them. As sends long into the air towards Franco. He was able to turn well. Joaquin Franco down the right-hand side. BCFC looking to get numbers forwards. He goes over, linesman right there to look him away and not give a free kick. Checking in was Valdez. Lovely little flick again to get it to Gianluca Rizzo. He's showing his talent. That's a poor ball from the goalkeeper, and Bracco just able to get there in time. Sent down well. Here's Dan Isaac cutting in on his right foot, and Dyes the defender. Beautiful ball out towards Rizzo. Numbers here for Excelsior to make it 4. Good ball towards the back post. Preditas 4. And that might be the best of the bunch for Excelsior. 4 first half goals. As BCFC's woes continue. A great switch of play from Dan Isaac. And the ball from Gianluca Rizzo was just as beautiful. And for a team that didn't score once in their opening game of the season, 4 first half goals is the exact way that Excelsior would like to bounce back. And they couldn't have asked for a better opening half at Brooklyn College. That time it is definitely Christian's Preditas who finds the net first time. Harry Thompson got a foot on it, but the close quarters and the power on it was just too much for him to keep out. And it's turning into a rout. Coffee going long. Preditas looking to get the flick. And Dan Isaac in behind. No foul against him. Dan Isaac, 5-0. Easy as you like from an Excelsior perspective. And right up from the opening minute, they've poured everything they had on BCFC. And they have 5 first half goals away from home. The side in teal and black look well defeated. With less than half the game gone. That's 3 goals in their last 5 minutes, Excelsior. The goal in the 35th. The goal just supplied in the 40th by Dan Isaac. The two tall men up top feeding on the BCFC back line. And just too easy from their perspective, as it looks like they're heading towards a second loss in their opening 2 games. Franco. Touch again from Dan Isaac. Franco goes on. Good ball forwards for Campos to chase, and it's something for BCFC. They'll force a clearance out of the goalkeeper, Aiden Coffey. And Franco will come over to take. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Sent right back out for another Brooklyn City FC throw-in. Franco goes down the line, and Dan Isaac, lovely bit of skill again. He's doing everything right. And that's a good ball for Preditas to chase, but the goalkeeper will be there first. Take a moment to remind you that today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. And you can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. It's produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Substitute John Granadas getting his first touches. Coming in at center back, and he's cornered here. He does well to get out of it. Here's St. Louis. Getting back to his right foot, giving it back to Granadas. To the middle for Duke. And sent forwards. Headed back well. Goalkeeper by Rizzo. Excelsior not making many mistakes. Ooh, and just as I say that, almost caught on the ball was Oliver Gordon, but he gets out of it. And Valdez can go the other way. Valdez to Garvey. And Garvey on his left, he's got Larea. Luciano Larea cutting in again, trying to poke it through towards the run of Dan Isaac. But he would have been offside if he had touched it. And Franco sending it into Campos. Again, not on the same page, the BCFC striker and his defenders. And as Garvey sends it across to Rizzo, the captain. Now Broca. Checking in is Larea. And Broca across. Touch looking for Larea was too much to ask of him. But winning it back was Oliver Gordon, and that ball's also too far for Larea to chase. Turned back in and flicked on, only as far as Broca. A long ball looking for Preditas, who gets the return. Knocks it down, and here's Garvey. Another tackle from Broca. He does well. And Sahi can look for Campos. Finally, some space for the striker, Javier Campos. And he fires towards goal and forces a good save out of Harry Thompson. Or Aiden Coffey, rather. And finally, BCFC get a shot on target. It's taken them the majority of the first half. But out of nothing, the striker, Javier Campos, with his first real opportunity, tests the goalkeeper out. But short taking corner is not doing Brooklyn City FC any favors as they go all the way back to their own goalkeeper. Thompson out wide. Touch back by Campos. Only into the path of Preditas. Forwards is Dan Isaac. Dan Isaac through on goal again. Onto his left foot. Back onto his right. Good defending. And a good touch on the ball too. Coming back to help the back line out. Sean Granados. And Shkradiuk, who did well to see it out. And they've scored from one. Sebastian Valdez set piece today already. And he'll take another for Excelsior. Maybe the last play of the first half. Headed back in by Broca. Not cleared well by BCFC either time. And still in there with Larea. He'll send it out wide to Broca. Broca with a nice little chip forwards towards Dan Isaac. His ball in. Big chance for Larea. He scuffed it. And now Preditas, and they just can't get a shot off. And now they can, and it's a great save from Harry Thompson. BCFC just not able to clear their lines. I think it was Dan Isaac, the man who fired it towards goal. Harry Thompson with a big right toe on it to keep the lead at just 5. Swung in, and this time the goalkeeper's able to get 2 fists on it to end a horrible first half for Brooklyn City FC. Excelsior 5-0 up at the break. Since that opening minute chance.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
eating coffee, not letting anything past him, and his back line doing a great job of helping him maintain that record. Excelsior go forwards maybe one last time. Flag stays down, and the shot is fired just wide of Edwin Sacramento's goal. Not backing off and looking for an eighth, but that might be their last opportunity to find it. As the referee blows the final whistle. Towering performance from Excelsior away from home. And a rough night for BCFC, who went down early and just could not recover. 7 past the 2 Brooklyn City FC goalkeepers tonight. A great night for Excelsior, a horrible night in the rain for Brooklyn City FC. And that's it from us here at Game and Frame. Thank you all for tuning in on this rainy night. See you next time.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.